What's up, guys? I'll be bringing you a Naruto deck profile of Panic at the Disco. Something that's old, but I'm going to bring it back, and we do play by our own ban list, so some of these cards may or may not be banned by what other people go by on like Untap and things like that. But I'm not playing against any of those guys. It's just me and my wife and some friends, so we kind of did our own list, and this is how we do it. I also hurt my hand earlier this week weightlifting and stuff, so kind of doing this a little without as much mobility as I normally have. That's why we haven't done a gameplay. So hopefully my hand will be healed within the next couple days, and I'll be able to actually do some gameplay. Alright, let's get into the deck profile. Starting out for turn zeros, 3 10-10. Still turn zeros, the Naruto Uzumaki. This is the one that does let you do a lot of the putting things in the graveyard really fast. Really good card. Really good card for this deck. And then 3 Hataru. This is the one that you remove from play, and then you bring it back into play, and it lets you keep drawing. And still turn zeros, 2 Udakadas. Don't need 3, I don't think, because the Narutos and the 10-10s get the job done. 2 Sabaru, more of a hand trap, not actually a ninja. Really good card. Mostly played for the extra elements just in case I need it, but also really good just in case I do need to use it for its hand trap purposes. And then my one-ofs that I play as turn zeros, 1 Sasuke. This kind of gives me the edge early on against Earth, so it's kind of cool. And then 1 Gaara Childhood, just so I can go that Gaara Tamari whenever I need it. On the turn 1s, I sometimes slaughter this name, Yakumo, I believe, 2 Yakumo. It just helps me against early rush decks. Things that can be problematic, kind of turn them off, and I want to live until at least turn 3, turn 4, so I can make big plays happen, and this helps that a lot. Still turn 1s, my one-ofs is just 1 Curran, just healing, then 1 Kabuto. Some lists play where this is completely banned. We don't. We still play with this, and we still play with the like Naruto Resilience. We play them as one-ofs, so nothing too crazy. And then on to turn 2s, 1 Konohamaru Ninja Squad, 1 Shino Aburami, 1 Shikamaru Nara. So I play this, the Revitalize, kind of helps me from decking myself out just in case. This one also has Revitalize. So, moving on to turn 3s. Two Tamaris. This is the one that actually lets you rip mission cards from your opponent. Can be really, really good. Also, whenever on turn 3 I'm going to like set up my plays, I want to know if they have like something that's going to hurt me whenever I swing in after I, bring something back with Ghost Panic. This can help me just make sure that whatever I bring out is going to be okay. Like a second Hokage or something like that, I'll just peek at their hand and be like, oh, okay. I'll be fine without even ripping a mission just because it's okay, and then I can guard Tamari them or something like that. Yeah. One Toby, also mostly used for its actually effect. Sometimes I may have to pay it as a hand cost, but that's it. On the turn 4s, one Hadan. It's kind of fast with that. One Hadan. Whoops. On to turn 5s, one Dadara. This has a really cool play with bringing Hadan and kind of just able to sacrifice things really easy and just keep bringing them back, and can easily win the game with this card. It's very, very good in this deck. Turn 6, Furudo. Also just helps me bring things back in case some of my earlier ninjas are getting popped off. That helps me draw or get other things, and say I get this instead of something else. Really good, plus the fire and water cost. Turn 6s, and this is where I have a lot. The first Hokage. This one's really busted. While you have 3 or more cards in your discard pile, players can only attack with teams that include a tree ninja. So, super, super good. I believe that this card might be banned on Untapped, or at least it used to be. We just have it as a one-of as well, limited. And then I play one Kabuto. Just because I played the other one early on. I like the other one a little bit more than playing like 2 of these, because I have other things that can bring things back from the discard pile really fast. And so, if I can just keep him alive, I can keep reusing him, I can get him pretty easy. My deck definitely thins itself really fast. So just a one-of plus that other one. If I didn't play the turn 1, I would probably play 2 of these. And then last but not least for ninjas, just 2 of the second Hokage. I believe this is like the bread and butter of the deck. I tend to just destroy everything once I get this out. It's too good. Yeah, you're just adding things back, doing whatever you want pretty much. So, self-explanatory. On to, we will do Jutsus real fast. I only play 3 Jutsus in this deck. Believe it or not, I get pretty much whatever I want in this deck really, really fast, and you will see this deck coming up soon in a gameplay, so you guys will get to see what this deck can do firsthand. And these are the 3 Jutsus I play. So 1 Hydro Pump, and 2 Water Style Giant Vortex Jutsus. On to mission cards. Play 1, the Warhawk. Play 1, Anko's Memory. One, Dehydration. One, Makeout Tactics. 2, the Leaf Councils. Very underestimated card. Super good in this deck. Plus all of the other elements. I mean, the deck is a multi-element deck anyway, and a lot of people have trouble with decks like that. But if you pay attention to the things that you are putting in your chakra, and you're not, using the wrong chakra as whenever you're using abilities, then you're not going to run into issues with this deck. You're not going to lock yourself out. So you do have to pay attention to things that are in your chakra and things you're paying as cost. On to the bread and butter of the deck. I didn't put these in turn orders. I guess I can do that real fast. So this one is not the bread and butter, but this does help the deck. Vessel for the Dreams. Really good card. Everybody should kind of know what it does. It's been around for a while. Turn 2s. 2 of the next target. Really good. Plus the extra attributes just really helps the deck. And then the bread and butter, obviously what the deck is named after, Ghost Panic. Ghost Panic at the Disco. Really good card. I believe it actually did on the Untapped and ban list that the page goes by. I believe that this card actually did come back to 2, which what inspired me to make this deck, and then I kind of made my own ban list just for fun. So yeah, really fun deck, and this card at 2 is amazing. It should only be at 2, should never be at 3, and if anything, it was honestly even fine at 1. So yeah, you can get it really fast, and a lot of other cards in this deck bring things back from the discard pile too, so this just is icing to the cake. And then, last but not least, is 3, Gathering the Beast. Really good mission card. Helps filter, puts things in the graveyard, just does everything you need it to do right out of the gate. Alright, on to the reinforcement deck. Some of this stuff's in here is just to kind of fill spots in. It's just 10 cards. If I was going to a tournament, I'd probably put the other 5 in there, like think really hard of other things I could put in, but these are things that I didn't ever use, but I just put them in. Dadara, the, what is it? CO form, co-form, 2 of them. Now this one I do actually use sometimes. I don't hardly ever go into it twice, but I do. Hedon Curse Mode. And then also fairly rarely do I ever go into this, but I guess like it could be a possibility for somehow. But it's in there just to fill the spots. Then these ones are a possibility, very also unlikely really, but I mean, I guess it could happen. I don't see myself doing it very often, but. And then last but not least, the Garen Tamari. I play 2, probably don't need to, but I definitely typically go this card at least once, you know, out of the round, or, you know, at least once a game. Really good card in this deck, especially just checking your opponent's hand and then being able to get rid of their hand when they have problematic things, so you can go off. It's an OTK style deck, so you know, it's pretty much let them go off, see what they have in their hand, and then try to kill them. So alright guys, well hopefully you enjoy the deck profile. I think we're probably going to do this versus the Satosa style, so you guys can stick around for our next video. Hopefully my hand will be healed here in about a week or so, and it'll be Ghost Panic at the Disco versus Satosa style. So tune in, like, and subscribe. Peace.